Hello, hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is some kind of review. I don't know which one. Y'all can see the title of what it is, okay? But first things first, like if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Send to yourself. Send to yourself. Okay. Do not forget that you can also like this video because it helps YouTube share it. So hit the like button, okay? You can share the video on your social media and also comment in the comment section below, okay? You can follow me on IG and on Twitter, okay? At J_Lees_Corner. If it's not on the screen somewhere, it is in the description box below. Just hit the description box and get all the information you want. Okay? So the foolishness begins. Okay, we started off with Febreze broke stuff. You know, Febreze out here buying Jenn a ring. I don't know who told Mona that we wanted like a full season of Febreze and Jenn's foolishness. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how they promoted so much for bringing back the OGs. And why did we get Febreze and Jenn so much? I'm just so confused. Chris and Jimmy didn't even really have no storyline. You know, Samara Reese really didn't have no storyline. Olivia came back for a dumb reason. Why are we listening to Febreze? I just don't understand it, Jesus. Just fix it, Jesus. He in the ring store with Papoose and everything. He brings up how he gonna get a ring. He gonna propose to Jenn again because he proposed 10 years ago, okay? But later on, she found some text messages between him and some girl, and she tossed the ring out a window. Why buy her another ring if you know this is what she does to the jury, okay? Now, he brings up how he took out another loan to get this ring. Who is giving this man loans? It has to be the bank of a monopoly. It has to be. He probably has a ride pass go. He collects $200. He gets to the banker. He gets a couple $500 bills. Because who is giving Fresher money? Who is he getting it from? It gotta be drug dealers. I'm not sure. Anyway, Pap like, look, it's cool that you want to propose and be with her or whatever, but you need to be sure that you are not bringing any old baggage from y'all issues before. That man so old, the lady he was fucking, $40,000. This is not the time to be marrying anybody because you still connected to your old jump off. I could not. Okay, I'm making a move. You know what I'm saying? I got a payment plan with the girl I owe money to. I got us a house. I got a little loan for the house. I got a loan for this ring. You don't have enough money to propose. How will you pay for a wedding? What kind of loan is you gonna get for the wedding? Because you ain't got no money. You was cash poor, my brother. Anyway, I don't want to lose my family, so I'm gonna do what I have to do. Man, him and Jenn will forever torture each other for life. No one else wants Fresher, and no one else wants Jenn. Mainly because they're both shitty people. Jenn is aggravating. Fresher is a cheater. We don't want y'all. Let them be together. Let them be happy together. Away from us, okay? We then see Kimbella. Kimbella is at home. And Juelz's twin brother, who they call Twin, yes, Juelz is a twin. He comes over, whatever. Now, she brings up how, well, me and Twin used to be beefed out. Because when I put Juelz out that one time, his brother betrayed me. He turned his back on me and sided with his brother. I'm like, that's his twin brother. What makes you feel like his twin brother is going to choose your side over his? You put his brother out. I'm like, I think Kimbella must not know. Blood is thicker than water, okay? I'm going to say that. Anyway, but they're cool now. Because Juelz is in jail. So they're trying to work on releasing some music for Juelz. I don't care. I wasn't waiting on Juelz music before he got locked up. I wasn't waiting on that at all. I have not been a Juelz fan since they were Dipset. Okay, I was a Dipset fan. Not much, even though I liked him if it's singles, but I've never been a person like waiting for Juelz Santana album, okay? But I digress. If we don't care that she trying to make music, do what you gonna do, okay? She then brings up Juelz sent the letter, and on the outside of the letter he wrote in, please read this out loud to our family. And when they showed up, I said, oh, he really wrote a letter. I'm like, do they not have JPay there? Like, maybe he just wanted to write something. But I mean, he has nice handwriting. Okay, he took his time and wrote that. Did the whole little circles or whatever over the exclamation points, and then he did an outline with the word loud. I'm like, well, how could she read it? You can't read it quietly. Anyway, so she has the whole family come down. Yep, the brother Juelz, twin, okay, the daughter, her oldest son, their youngest son, his mama, and her. Now, someone cracked a joke and they said that Kim Bella sat down, her ass was flat, and why would she go and pay to have her ass done? And when she sat down to go flat, I said, y'all not nice. Leave that lady butt alone. Even though her face looks more different to me than her body does. I mean, it all looks different, but I'm just saying her face is a little bit strange. Anyway, she reads it out loud or whatever, and the letter is very sad. I'm looking like, why would he send such a sad letter to be read to his children? This and how much, I've been missing y'all comes in waves, and today I'm drowning. Okay, I am drowning in sadness because I miss y'all so much. I can't be without y'all. And the kids crying, his mama crying. I'm like, why would he want? Look. I know people who are in jail. There's a way that you can say, I miss y'all every day. But the way it was read out loud, the way he wrote it, I'm like, was you trying to make them sad? I'm not sure. Now, apparently, supposedly, allegedly, he may be getting out sometime later on this year. But I don't know. He's been in there for a year. So they're saying that he may be out, sometime later this year. I don't know. Girl, we shall see. Anyway, I'm just like, I don't know anybody who would write a letter to some kids and say, hey, read it out loud, make my kids cry. Because that was bound to make them children cry, to know how sad their dad is in jail. Anyway, we then see Remy. I don't have no more pictures. We then see Remy, Yandy, and Olivia meet up. I'm like, really? Okay. Now, the season finale come on this week, so I guess they're trying to wrap shit up. So, Yandy brings up how Mendeecees is getting out soon. He has an actual date now. We know that because he's actually out. Now, I don't follow Yandy or Mendeecees on social media. I need to, because I'm looking like I haven't seen anyone post them doing anything at all. She probably somewhere pregnant, because I know you did knock her ass up, all that backed up stuff. Anyway, so that's what she's happy about, that or whatever. We then get to Remy, who's off probation, off parole, off whatever, off this, off that, and she's happy to be able to get back into making some music. We still don't have no new music from Remy. I skipped a lot of shit in this video because I feel like she keep talking about how she's so happy to be free or whatever, and she can work on music, but we still ain't got nothing. Okay. Anyway, but it's a blessing that she's able to make music, but make it, mama. I'm waiting for a Remy track. I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm conceited. I gotta I'm a Remy fan. I liked it back in the day. I just need some. It'll be her second album, girl. Come on, give us something. Olivia then get into how, Rich owe me $117,000. Okay, and I want my money. Now, I talked to Rich, and he feels like that's not true, Olivia. And I don't believe he's a thief, but I also don't believe that you're lying based on what you think. Well, that's dumb. You can't. So my life, she's like, no, I believe both of y'all. You can't do that. I mean, she can. You believe he owes you money, but he feel he don't. I don't think he purposely stole anything from you. I think it's more of a miscommunication, okay? And y'all need to talk it out. Now, Remy was like, you need to be sure, you know what I'm saying, your paperwork is together, okay? Because she said something like the split paperwork, which shows how any money from any song will be split. And as long as that is specifically, written down in writing, it should be good. And even Yandy brought up, just had a paperwork. I think they feel like she don't have any paperwork to back up what she's saying. She just feels like he owes her money. But, legally, paperwork-wise, agreement-wise, she don't have no proof that she is owed any money. And so I think that's also a reason why for the past 10 years she ain't taken to court, because she has no proof that he owes her. But I digress. Anyway, they feel like, you and him need to just sit down and chit chat and jaw jack. We see Pap, Joe, and Rich meet up. That's a weird creep squad, because Pap isn't a creep, Joe is just creepy, and what's the man name? Rich is just the creepiest, okay? Anyway, they're asking Joe, like, well, is you and Sin getting back together? You posted the picture of y'all two from Erica's baby shower. Like, is this something going on? Like, well, this, a possibility. It could happen. But he like, I don't get why it's anyone's business. I don't get why it's a big issue. I don't know, okay? But what I do know is, what I'm saying? All the rumors of you, stealing from Olivia, Rich. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that or whatever. Y'all know us producers or whatever. How you saying? She's a singer. She toured with a song, but she didn't write it. She didn't write the song. She didn't produce the song, so she's not owed any writing or producer credits. Like, she don't get paid from that. She was paid based on her touring. God let her use the song. I said, well, I guess so. You know what I'm saying? And they feel like, I think she's more upset over the fact that things didn't turn out how she thought they would turn out, for one, and how, her stuff kind of dried up and yours kind of didn't. I mean, I guess because he's been on the show all these years, I'm not sure. But, I mean, I can understand that they feel like, but why come back 10 years, girl? The whole 10-year later thing is just weird to me, but I don't really care that much either. We see Jimmy and Chrissy having dinner. Why did they come back for nothing? Okay, we seen that $1,000 group she got that we still didn't see them build and still no houses. They lost their own house. She was cool with Kim Bella. She beat up with. It was like no storyline. Like, I don't know why they came back at all. Anyway, he brings up how he can't wait to get in the studio or whatever so he can do something for Juelz, and how he wish he can go see Juelz in prison, but he can't because he's also a felon as well. So, felon and felons can't visit each other. He wants to be sure that when he comes home, he okay. I mean, we'll stack that man some money. You know what I'm saying? Book a tour, okay? Anyway, Chris said, well, how did Mama Jones like the house? What happened? Oh, she loved it. She loved it. Then she kicked me out. She kicked me out or whatever because I told her that I paid for the house. I'm like, that ain't what happened. But he brings up in the confessional, I don't think Chrissy needs to know the real reason she kicked me out, because that'll cause a whole new rift. But she gonna watch the show, so she gonna find out. But I digress. We don't care, because again, Chrissy and Jim came back for no reason. None at all. Next season, they need to do a cast shakeup. They really, 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 really do. I mean, I'm enjoying Love and Hip Hop Miami based on the new, with Sookie and Chameleon and Hooper. I'm liking those characters on Miami way more than I'm liking anybody on Love and Hip Hop New York. Okay, now we then see Jen meets up with Jada. I'm like, why? Who let Jen out of her cage? Somebody please go lock that bitch back up, okay? And they both walk in fur coats. I'm looking like fur coats must be really, really big in New York. Well, it's not that big here in Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even really wear coats. We wear hoodies. Anyway, so Jen feels like if Jada wants any money, if she wants even $1 from Fresher, she has to go through me, okay? Because I'm a go-through person. I'm like, bitch, that's not true. You not connected to that man's business. You barely his girlfriend. Truth be told, but I digress, okay? Anyway, so Jen then said, I don't think he owes you 70 grand. I think he owes you like 30. Okay, so we'll pay you $1,500 per month for 24 months. Okay, and I say, first of all, no. And Jen was like, no, that don't work for me, because that's not what me and him discussed. And so I'll just take y'all to court. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I was trying to avoid y'all getting these court fees or whatever, but I would just sue y'all and it'd be that, okay? Whatever, because you have to go through me. Everything goes through me because I'm the gatekeeper. Or whatever she was saying, how she's the person she has to go through whatever because she's this and she's that or whatever. She's like, girl, I don't care. I can't take you serious. You could, whatever, Jen, you too old to not know about business, whatever, and you do look old, whatever. And I can't take you serious because you have a chain at his ring, meaning you not his wife. You like a girlfriend with an old chain, though. I don't really care. I feel like every time Jen tries to punk Jada punks her. Because she was like, girl, I don't care. Like, you're not even his wife. You have a chain out of ring, girl. I don't care. Bye. I will take y'all to court. And she, walks out or whatever. All Jada has to do is bring the damn videos of the show to court where he's admitting he owes her money at least 40 grand, which she can get a W for that at the least, and then she'll just tack on your court fee that you had to pay to sue him. Jen dumb, but I digress. She feels dumb. She looks dumb. She acts dumb. I don't know why Mona gave us Jen or Febreze. They irks my nerves. We do see a quick little scene with Jim in the studio rapping, for Juelz album or whatever. Twin, Chris, and Kim Butler are all there. Like, oh yeah, we Dipset. We have to be together. Yay! And I think people forget Jim Jones is a good rapper. In his own way. Jim Jones is still Jim Jones. And seeing him in the booth in his bag was amazing. You know what I'm saying? That's what we wish the show showed more of. Actual artists being good in the booth. Even though I felt like it was a little bit high. And it was a point where I was like, okay, wake up now, man. But I was like, oh shit, Jimmy. Alright, come on. You know what I'm saying? I was excited because I Dipset, boiling, you know what I'm saying? It's just a lot that you forget when Jimmy really hasn't really been mainstream musically in a minute. Or we haven't really seen him in the booth rapping in his bag in a minute. I loved it. I love that moment. I think that moment of the show reminded me why we started watching the show in the beginning. But I don't know if it'll ever get back to that part. And when Jim is focused on music, he's amazing. I wish he would get back into that mode. Like, that could have been he could have been back on the show showing himself like an album. But no, you want to get evicted and be fussing with Chris about marriage. I don't know. Anyway, so that was what that was. We then see everybody met up on this episode. Sin and Joe meet up to chit chat, okay? And two things happen, okay? One, I think I don't know. I don't care. One thing we can see is they both on two different pages. And two, we see they do love each other, but on different levels. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, okay, yeah, get the lady. They was at a bar. Get the lady whatever she wants to drink. The lady is his ex-fiance and the mother of his child. I'm like, the bartender don't care about that. What do you want to drink, lady? I don't care. I don't need your title, okay? That on your credit card. Anyway, so she feel like we're not progressing. This is some slow bullshit or whatever, and you not really trying hard enough to get your family back. He like, what? All these things I'm doing or whatever. We in counseling, you know what I'm saying? We've been going on dates. We went out to concerts. We're in counseling and therapy, whatever. We had some overnights, and we see the production like, oh, did you and Jim, like, you know what I'm saying, mess around? She's like, huh? I didn't say that. Like, yeah, but he mentioned, like, y'all be having overnights. Oh, well, if he's, that's like him. I didn't say that. Girl, you fucking your baby daddy. It's okay. That's on you. And that's my thing. Like, Sin would say, Joe's horrible. I love Joey. We're not banging. We don't, girl, it's just seeing too much. And I feel like this thing, it's signals being crossed on both ends. Where Joe feel like we doing all this stuff, but when he talks to her, it's so nonchalant. It is like, well, I don't really care. We're doing this, we're doing that, but I don't really care. There's no urgency. So it's just weird or whatever. So she feel like Joe has never fully even apologized for what he's done. Even though she's never said specifically what he done, they both allude to he stepped outside of the relationship. He then said, okay, yeah, I lied. I'm saying I was, we've been talking about that for 8 months. Yeah, I fucked around, whatever. I fucked around. You wasn't paying attention to me. We both were not, we both were neglecting each other, okay? But we had to move on from that. We can't move on from you cheating on me unless you can, we can acknowledge it. But we can't just say, yeah, I admit I did it, but you don't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, but why did you do it? How can we, it's just weird or whatever. Anyway, he say, I feel like Sin is, looking for, the knight in shining armor to come and, like, save the day. And that's just not realistic. I mean, Joey isn't a knight in shining armor. He isn't. He's a very flawed individual. And I do feel like she sees how flawed he is. And he either is flawed and you want to deal with it, or you don't. But I don't think Joe changing. I don't. I think all the changing Joe was gonna do, he's already done. Okay, now he is who he is, and you have to either just stick with it or move on from it. So she's like, well, I feel like you're not doing enough for the family, Joe. Okay, I feel like that or whatever. Like, should I just wait around and do you figure it out? He's like, I can't answer that for you. That's something that you have to make your own choice. And she's like, well, okay, well then we're helpless. We're helpless then. And I'm just so sad. I love Joey, girl. She gets all teary eyed and stuff, and I don't care at all. We then see money is tight for Fabrice. Okay, he's got all these loans out. He owes Jada money and everything or whatever, but he's like, I'm gonna get this ring for Jen. Now he's at some little video shoot, and Jen is there as well. We then see her people and her family is there, and he proposes. Okay, because she's like, well, I went and I met with Jada. He's like, oh my God, why would you do that? Well, I wanted to, be involved in it, and I told her we're gonna do this or that or whatever, and I told her it wasn't no agreement or whatever. And he like, you know what, you can do whatever you want to do. Like, you have all the power. He then gets down on one knee and proposes. I was like, he then, yeah, will you marry me? No. But of course she says yes, and now she all happy because she has her lying, cheating, broken man she's been with for 20 years. Girl, look, people are willing to deal with whatever just to say, I have my baby daddy. And I get you may love him, but he's literally disrespected you your whole relationship. And you suck it all in because, he proposed. Now, Fresher has not changed. He hasn't. And he won't. And Jen will continue to be crazy and miserable with that man. But that's on them. That is strictly on them. We do see Remy, all her jail stuff is over, whatever. She's going to perform at Radio City Music Hall. They're also doing a tribute to Big Pun. It was her and Fat Joe. I seen someone post and comment and say Remy relies on Fat Joe too much. I don't think she relies on Fat Joe too much. I think back in the day, because they were a dynamic duo, you just are used to sing them together because some of their songs, they're on songs together, so it's just like Ja Rule and Ashanti. I think it's amazing when they tour together because they have songs together. But Remy does need to make another album, okay? Anyway, she's just happy to be performing again after having her baby, after all that has happened in her life. She feel like I finally have my second chance. I'm finally free, like free to work on my stuff and get my music out or whatever. So she was happy about that. I was happy about that too. We then see Olivia and Cisco meets up because she he's the one person who can prove that Rich stole money from me because he's the one who told me that it happened. And I was like, I don't think that's gonna happen because they said on a chit chat and he like, I didn't tell you that. Like, I never said the words that Rich stole from you. She's like, Cisco, like you called me and said I need to check this and check that, whatever, because your man's doing things, great things, whatever. She's saying he may not have said the words Rich stole 117 grand from you. He may not have said those words. What she's saying is he called me and said, look into your stuff because Rich be doing bad business. And because of that tip, she looked into whatever and then she found supposedly, allegedly, how much money that song made, and she feels as if she's entitled to that money. That's what she's saying. But she's wording it weirdly. So Cisco is denying that he ever said it or whatever, and so she's upset. She's like, I can't believe you. You know what I'm saying? We were like brother and sister. I can't believe you. You were going to be the person to prove that it was true. I'm like, girl, if Cisco was your proof, that was not good proof. Him and Rich was beefing. Girl, I cannot. You know what I'm saying? And he like, but that was 10 years ago. Like, why are you concerned about something 10 years ago? I feel like Cisco know he said something, which is why he then said that stuff from 10. Why do you care 10 years later? Because it's my money, and if he owed me, I want my money. And then it goes up. Girl, take him to court. Bring your paperwork and take him to court and get your money. If you can't prove he owed you, this is all null and void. Done. Okay? Anyway, that was the end of the review of the episode. I'm happy next week is the season finale. I'm excited to see why Peter Guns and Cisco was fist fighting. That was kind of funny to see. Um, I'm happy the season is over. It was very much so a disappointment. I feel like they hyped it up like, oh, they're bringing back these old heads who actually have things going on, and they don't at all. But I digress. Anyway, I'm done. Peace.